What's up, heroes? Welcome to another reaction video from yours truly, Mike Hero here, and this is going to be covering the Cyberpunk 2077 trailer, Lifepath choices trailer, and we're going to check out the Q&A that's about as well afterwards. Was unable to check this out live initially due to work, but I'm here to check it out now, get my thoughts on this, and share my excitement more about this game with you guys. I'm sure you guys are excited as well too. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and please smash that like button if you enjoy this, and please subscribe if you're new here, so you don't miss on any content I post up, and hit that bell for notifications, guys, if you're already subscribed. It helps out a lot. So let's check this bad boy out. Life paths, all right. So they mentioned this before about Nomad, Street Kid, and Corporate.
Who do we have here? Grew up in Haywood. Whole street was my family. Neighbors helped each other out. Thought nothing of it.
I'm pleased to see you have not forgotten.
I would imagine if you're like a street kid, you maybe have like some rep of like maybe local gangs, have allies with local gangs, stuff like that.
Hopping buildings.
Obviously, you possibly get into certain areas
Iron tasted blood
more easily than other roles,
motherfucker. Got
but
everybody
still be
fighting
at a
for a slice
disadvantage
of
with
the
other
steak.
stuff.
Get the fuck out of Vista.
If you keep getting jumped, you find some stronger choopers.
Do you want to spend the rest of your days blasting scabs? Or become a legend overnight?
We have arrived.
Still digging the gameplay.
The Major.
Ready to get your cherry bobbed? Yeah, come on.
All right, Nomad. Now, Nomad, you start in the Badlands outside the city.
Racing my bobber for the first time through the hills. Oh, and first kiss in the middle of a synth cornfield.
We nomads choose who to make our family. And choice forges strong bonds and a higher duty that stands solid as an old oak.
My family's in pieces. That's why I'm headed for Night City.
Makes you an outcast among outcasts.
Miss this, you know? Camaraderie.
I know. I saw it in your heart the first time we met. Know what I always liked about nomads? Your taste, no, hunger for freedom. Not easy to come by in Night City. Corp's got their grubby claws and everything.
Bam, the headshot. And then Corpo, I guess you more corporate role in the beginning,
you asked for.
which gives you certain
They were
advantages in the
supposed to be
corporate
ready
world in this
yesterday.
game.
The world's going to tear us apart when the word gets around.
The world's never going to find out.
If I go down, you're going down with me. No, I'm not fucking joking.
This isn't a request, V. But no way you're fucked, right?
You're the one who fixes other people's shit.
If you work in Arasaka counter intel, you're always fucked.
Today, they got you to zero somebody. Tomorrow, they'll get somebody else to zero you.
What's the rules, Jack? Want to be top? Gotta have some skin in the game.
Yeah, but you're not on top. Saburo Arasaka is. And you're the pendeja who keeps him there. Work for yourself, live for yourself. That's the only way.
Who are you? Who do you want to be? I don't know who I want to be yet, though. I don't know. I'm still torn on which role to choose to start off. I mean, I definitely want to try out each one, but my first playthrough, I don't know. It's still a tough choice. Let's check out the next video, though. All right, we got Holly. He used to be part of PlayStation Access here. Looks like interviewing another person on the dev team. Let's check this out.
How does the path you pick affect your time in Night City?
It actually affects your time quite a lot throughout the whole game, but let's start at the beginning, because basically our game has 3 different starts depending on your life path.
Quest design coordinator, that's right, Philip. I forgot his name.
The street kid life path, you have lived most of your time in Night City. You know the streets, you know the gangs, you know the slang, you kind of know what's going on in the
as a street
lower
kid,
life aspects of the city.
Makes sense.
Which can of course give you lots of good opportunities also later on in the game. But if you start as a nomad, you actually used to be part of a nomad clan and a nomad family, because nomads that roam the deserts around Night City that we call the Badlands actually value their family above anything. But for one reason or another, you actually left that family behind, and now the beginning of the game for you will actually be how to get into Night City and how to make a new life there. Then you can also choose to actually be a corpo and choose the corporate life path. And that basically means that you're not at home in the streets of Night City or in the deserts of the Badlands, but actually inside a boardroom, because you rose the corporate ladder.
Yeah, kind of have more like that rich
corporation,
lifestyle in a sense.
which basically gives you the ability to sometimes, read between the lines, read people when they're trying to do business, which of course can give you many nice opportunities later on.
So this isn't just about the start of the game. Can you maybe help people understand how this translates into the gameplay?
Yeah, so the thing is, we make Cyberpunk a real RPG, and part of that is that you can play your character from the start to the end. And of course, we have these life paths affecting the beginning of the game, but we wanted to make it so you have your life path opportunities throughout the whole game until the game is over. And as an example, we do that by giving you additional options in dialogues. So I can give you one specific example. And this is a mission where you have to steal a flathead robot from the Maelstrom gang. Basically, those Maelstromers stole that flathead before from a corporate transport. And the owner of that corporate transport, Meredith Stout, wants you to do something else. And this is an optional objective. And even within that objective, we want to give you some options. So as an example, if you have a corporate life path, you basically know what Meredith Stout is really about. You can read between the lines, and you can get some additional options that maybe actually later enable you to do a completely different thing with the Maelstrom gang.
Interesting.
And if you're a nomad, you know exactly some more details about how these Maelstromers would have even been able to steal a robot like that from Meredith Stout, who's part of the very powerful Militech Corporation.
Okay.
As a street kid, we as an example don't give you a specific new dialogue option in that dialogue, because as a street kid, you do not have a lot of experience dealing with higher up people like Meredith Stout. But we want to give you additional options that fit your life path very well. So later when you actually talk to the Maelstrom gang, one member of the gang offers you some illegal substance, but as a street kid,
oh great, illegal substances.
You can talk some shop.
That's what this game needs.
And that might actually make that character like you a little bit more.
So Philip, I do have a couple of extra questions for you based on the video we just saw. And the first is about nomads. So the nomad life path, this
Go ahead,
starts
it's
in a place
microtransactions.
called the Badlands.
No, I'm kidding, I'm kidding. There's no microtransactions in
even
here.
if you don't pick nomad to start with?
Yes, absolutely. So the thing is, Night City is surrounded by this huge landscape that we call the Badlands, and you can go there whenever you want. So as an example, if you actually do play the nomad life path at the start and you are in the Badlands, you can even see Night City on the horizon. And we want to give you the option later in the game, if you want, you can just take your car and drive out of the city. You can go there whenever you want. The thing is, you might not want to, because the Badlands can be a pretty dangerous place at first, because time has not been very kind to the Badlands. There have been many wars in the past. There's global warming. So most people that do live out there don't really have another choice about it, or are nomads that love this life and are all about it and are very battle hardened. We of course also want to tell their stories, because we want to tell many, many different stories throughout the cyberpunk genre, which means that you will also find missions that lead you out in the Badlands or where you deal with the people living there.
So Philip, can you tell us a little bit more about the character Padre? He's the guy we see giving his business card to Street Kid V in the video.
True.
Who is this man?
Almost forgot about this guy.
So Padre is actually one of the fixers in Night City. And fixers are people that work as intermediaries. So if someone who has a lot of money needs a problem solved, they go to a fixer. And a fixer then finds people who can solve that problem. And these people are people like you, V, cyberpunks. Fixers are very territorial. So Padre specifically works from Haywood, which is where you as a street kid grew up in. So you already know him. You might have already seen another one of our fixers who is called Dexter Deshawn, and he works in a different part of the city.
And in one trailer it looked like he betrays us or
Padre,
something.
You might know him as a street kid, but even if you played other life paths, you might sooner or later meet him, because he's operating in Haywood, which is a pretty big place with many good jobs. So if you want to make some cash there, you will sooner or later deal with Padre.
Philip, thank you so much for joining us. Now, on my first playthrough, pretty sure I'm going to be picking Nomad, but for those watching, we would love to know what you'll be picking. So have a think about it.
All right, that's it. Okay. So, yeah, Holly's talking about she's going to choose Nomad. I still don't know what I'm going to do for sure my first playthrough, at least. Nomad, I think I want to hold off on. I'm probably more stuck between Street Kid and Corpo on my first playthrough, but you just have to wait and find out when I stream it on Twitch. So if you want to check me on Twitch, support me there. Link in the description below. And you'll just have to wait. Plus, we'll be doing a giveaway for Cyberpunk when that comes out as well, too. So you want to be there for that. I got one more video to check out after this. I believe it's about the weapons. So we're going to check that out afterwards. And I'll give my reaction to that as well, too. Check out that video there, too. Thanks again for watching, as always, heroes. I appreciate all the support you guys give me. My name's Mike, and I'll see you next time.